Welcome to the animated history of Poland explained in English. The known origins of Slavs date back to 7th century before Christ. A tribe of Western Slavs, the Polans, settled around areas of Poznań in what is today Western Poland. Pole means field in English. The Pole's self-designation means fieldman or fieldling. In 966, the baptism of Poland took place. With Mieszko introducing Christianity, the emergence of the Kingdom of Poland began. In 1025, Bolesław Chrobry, first king of Poland, was crowned. This was followed by campaigns in the east which resulted in conquests of Bohemia, Moravia and Kiev. In the 13th century, Poles defend themselves against Mongol lootings from the so-called Golden Horde under Batu Khan. Konrad Mazowiecki invites German Teutonic Knights onto Polish soil to forge an alliance with them. But soon war broke out between these two factions because the German order started taking lands by force, trying to strengthen its influence in the east. April 25, 1333, coronation of Casimir the Great. His reforms paved the way to Poland's first golden age. He regulated foreign relations, unified the coinage and legal systems, financed the university in Krakow, and was generally celebrated as the king of the peasants. Beginning of Polish-Hungarian personal union. In the 14th century, a great modernization began, Poland's first golden age. Casimir the Great left behind a reformed civil law, a modern army, and a country about twice the size. He is also known for having granted many rights to Jews and having successfully promoted their immigration, which led to around 80% of the world's Jews living securely within borders of 16th century Poland. Poland and Lithuania team up to form the Rzeczpospolita Obojga Narodów, the Republic of Two Nations. Battle of Grunwald. A Polish-Lithuanian army defeats the German Teutonic Order and ends their eastward expansion. The Second Peace of Torun forces German Teutonic Knights to give up their conquered lands. The Confederation of Warsaw declares freedom of religion and equality of all religions on the territory of Poland. Copernicus develops his heliocentric worldview. The 16th century is considered the second golden age. A real union with Lithuania turned Poland into a European powerhouse. The political system was characterized by a separation of powers between king, parliament and the nobility. Polish kings were elected. In 1605, war broke out between Poland and the Muscovites, predecessors of Russia, which led to Polish general Stanisław Żółkiewski conquering Moscow. King of Poland Jan Sobieski leads the largest army in the Holy League and prevents an Ottoman invasion of Europe by defeating the Turks in the Second Turkish Siege of Vienna. But things were already boiling inside the country. The political system began to falter. In the north, Sweden attacked. In the south, Cossacks revolted in Ukraine, marking the end of the Golden Age. Germany, Russia and Austria saw their opportunity and joined forces for the first partition of Poland. To stop this process, Poles proclaimed the first democratic constitution of Europe, but it was too late. Two more partitions made Poland disappear from world maps in 1795. As part of Russification, Russia's attempt to completely wipe out the Polish nation and culture, Polish intellectual elites were deported to Siberia. The early 19th century marked a series of uprisings. In Western Poland against the Prussian occupation, in Eastern Poland the November Uprising, and the January uprising against Russian occupation. All uprisings were brutally suppressed. Pianist Frédéric Chopin, poet Adam Mickiewicz, and other great Poles living abroad strengthened the cultural bond and hopes for freedom. The 19th century was a century of suffering and forced assimilation for Poles. On November 11, 1918, Poland regained her independence after 123 years of foreign rule. But Soviet Russia could not accept that, and the Polish-Soviet War broke out, ending with the miracle on the Vistula. Poland, only 2 years old, defeated the communists and was able to stop their advance into Western Europe. The economy began to grow, shipyards and other heavy industries appeared. The Second Republic of Poland began to live. Culture, religion, and national consciousness were promoted. Nazi Germany and Soviet Russia signed a Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, which leads to Germany attacking Poland from the west on September 1st, 1939, and Russia attacking Poland 16 days later from the east. This can be understood as the Fourth Partition of Poland. Between 1939 and 1945, German concentration and extermination camps were established on Polish soil. Battle of Britain. Among the pilots of the Royal Air Force, the Polish divisions recorded the most kills. Polish troops managed to conquer Monte Cassino. The Warsaw Uprising begins on August 1st, 1944. By the end of the war, Poland is betrayed by her allies at the conferences in Tehran and Yalta and is being forced under Soviet-Russian influence. Warsaw, 86% destroyed, is being rebuilt. Agriculture is collectivized. Protests against the system begin in Poznan. John Paul II is the first Pole to be elected as Pope. The Solidarity movement was founded in Gdańsk and received enormous support from society. Martial law is declared. Let us make a stop here and take a minute to talk about the influence that Polish women had on Polish history. Whether we look at past times of might and glory, times in which women became beloved leaders, well remembered until today, times in which they used weapons to fight, or times in which they used their minds to fight. Whether we look at Poland's long struggle for independence, her unyielding resistance against foreign powers, or the darkest times of 2 world wars taking place on Polish soil. Women have always played a vital role in the history of Poland. Polish women stood out because of 3 things: their beauty, courage, and their love for Poland. They were fighters, they were thinkers, they were writers, and some of them even were kids. But throughout centuries, they are united in their love for Poland. And now, let us get back to the main video. Martial law is declared on December 13, 1981. In February of '89, talks at the so-called Round Table were held, which paved the way for free and democratic elections. On December 31st, 1989, the People's Republic of Poland turned into the Third Republic of Poland. Poland joins NATO in 1999. May 1st, 2004, Poland joins European Union. Thank you for your interest and subscribe for more.